now, California Democratic Congressman Mark Takano. He is the first openly gay person of color in Congress. Good morning. Outside the Supreme Court, first, but even before I get your reaction, what is the scene like out there? What's it feel like there?
Well, it's jubilation, exhilaration, every happy word that I can think. I was in the midst of when they announced the decision, and the crowd around us was just going wild.
Was it what you expected, or just what you hoped for?
It was what I hoped for. I haven't seen the fine print of the decision. My chief of staff told me it was a decision based on the Equal Protection Clause. That makes me more hopeful. So we're going to have to sort of pull all this decision apart to understand exactly what it means. But certainly there's no doubt that this has been a step forward for equality and freedom.
It is very interesting that the majority of your constituents in Riverside, California, passed Prop 8. And to the point of our conversation, do you sense a change?
I do sense a change. Just 4 years after Prop 8 passed in 2008, my constituents elected me the first openly gay person from the state of California. I believe the constituents of my particular district, and indeed my whole county, have moved forward on this issue. It's really interesting. Governor Schwarzenegger refused to defend Proposition 8. So did Governor Brown and Attorney General Kamala Harris. They had to reach down into my county to find somebody who would serve as the defendant against the plaintiffs. And it's just ironic that my county, Riverside County, elected me as a kind of counterweight. I believe the people of my county wanted to stand on the right side of history.
You know, we were talking about what some of the newspapers were saying, and somebody wrote this morning that you would be able to go to the gay pride parades that are going to be happening this weekend in places like San Francisco and New York, not knowing what the decisions were, but be able to judge just from the mood at those gatherings what they had been. What do you imagine this weekend is going to be like in a lot of cities around America, Congressman?
Well, I will be in San Francisco this weekend, and I imagine there will be dancing in the streets. I imagine there will be dancing in the streets tonight here in Washington and every city across this country. I know that people were bracing themselves for disappointment, but tonight there's going to be dancing in the streets, just shouts and cries of jubilation.
We are seeing actually on the other side of the screen from you, and there we're taking it full, the celebration that is going on at City Hall in San Francisco. And we've been talking here, Congressman, about how quickly it's likely that gay marriage will be able to resume in your state. Do you have a sense of that?
I imagine that some forward-thinking clerks in California will start issuing marriage licenses today.
Wow, that's really something today, he said. I don't think haven't heard anybody predict that, but now that you think of it, it's probably likely the case. I mean, it's interesting.
I challenge clerks in California to do so, to take that bold step as faith. I can hear, yes, I can.
Congressman Mark Takano, thank you so much. We really appreciate you being with us. And I want to bring in Pete Williams, who is with